I read a report of a study published in Science, and it was from some researchers, Dr. Ascario. I think he's out of Harvard, and they evaluated these military personnel who ultimately developed multiple sclerosis. Multiple sclerosis is of interest to me because it is a demyelinating disease. In other words, the insulation wrap around the nerves somehow goes away, and we've always thought of it as an autoimmune disease where the body is attacking its own nerve insulation. We used to think there was something unique about the Mason-Dixon line because more people got this disease who lived above the Mason-Dixon than south of the Mason-Dixon. What we became more interested in was the lack of vitamin D in the northern population versus the southern population, giving rise to the theory that it's a vitamin D deficiency that regulates this attack on the myelin sheath. I think that's at least partially true because vitamin D functions as a policeman to tell your immune system what to go attack and what not to attack. We know that in vitamin D deficiencies, there's a higher incidence of cancer, there's a higher incidence of MS. When we load patients down with vitamin D, MS can go into partial remission. We know all of that. So it definitely plays a role. But this study centered on Epstein-Barr virus. That's not to confuse it with Guillain-Barré. Epstein-Barr virus, most of us are infected when we're born. Most of us have this in our bodies. All of us have herpes viruses in our bodies. Epstein-Barr is a herpes virus. Some of us have started using some of the routine antivirals to suppress those viruses. And we've watched those antibodies, the IgG antibodies, decrease, and sometimes their fatigue level also improves. On this particular study, Dr. Ascario found that patients with a previous infection of Epstein-Barr virus also had a predilection to multiple sclerosis. And this was studied in thousands of patients, so it may have some validity. The question is whether the Epstein-Barr virus caused the MS, or whether it's just an interesting correlation that we still have to make sense out of. The bottom line is almost, if you don't have Epstein-Barr virus, you won't get MS, but I don't think we can make that conclusion yet.